I don't know why OBS auto mutes me when I switch between scenes. I wasn't talking right there, but it's like this. It's a whole extra step, you know. I turn my music right, and then yeah, I'm Aaron. I knew. So I stopped last time and I was doing Spectacle, and I think I'm gonna not do Spectacle right now because it's just enormous. So I can come back to that at another time. And if that's the case, then it'll be on stream 3 times, and that's just too much attention for one guy. Hello, Jelly. Hope you're having a good day. Let me now name my layers correctly. So I know what's what. We'll call that Spec2Chill. We'll call this numbers, and I will lock that layer as well. In fact, I can get rid of all the old numbers, which I can't because they're all locked. So let's unlock them and delete them. Very good. Okay. I have been talking long enough out my arse. So let's see what we have here. We have all of these guys done. Not shaded. But it's definitely coming together. So what I'll do is I'll pop Spectacle away. It's kind of very large. Will be covering a lot of stuff. So if I load up semifinals, we should have a few options here. One of which being Stantler and Frosdigo. I think we might go with Frosdigo and Stantler next. Hi Joy, yeah, there he is. The shading isn't done properly. You know, obviously I know the eyes are meant to be transparent kind of goggles. I just didn't have a chance to do it. I mean, I did have a chance. I was just lazy. So, what I want to do is, I want to take, oh, see me, your son was the last guy I worked on properly. Skaligo, you're out of here. I want to grab, all these names just blend together for me. Frosdigo and Stantler. There we go, because they kind of go together. What I want to do here is I want to take them out of this folder they're in and kind of play around with them in the real world, because they seem kind of small. So I want to see, can I like make them bigger without kind of getting in the way of other lads. So what I'll do here as well is I will turn this back on, but I will make it very, very not visible. I take 2 of these guys and maybe make them a bit bigger. Would be worth flipping them around. Let's see. I also sorted out all of my issues I was having with my software, so all of that will be taken care of. I think this way works better, because we get to see that Stantler's kind of rearing up. Yeah, okay, cool. So this is going to be kind of drawing 2 guys, but they're kind of on the same axis, I suppose, or like they are directly linked. So I don't think it's, but I will still be drawing them separately. You'll see. I'll have to do some shenanigans with Frosdigo's legs, just to make it not kind of appear weird. But yeah, should be pretty good. What have I done here? I think everything is okay. I'm saving this many, many times. Yeah. Okay. So first off, allow me to kind of destroy everybody else right now. Oh, there they go. And see you later. How has everybody's day been today? I believe today is Wednesday. I went to the dentist today because think about 3 weeks ago, I ate a lentil. And it stabbed me in the gum. And I was like, ow, that really, really fucking hurts. And I said I'd give it a week, see if it felt better. It didn't. So then I tried to ring the dentist, and they said I had to wait another week before I could go. Just because they were all booked up. I was like, damn it. So I got to the dentist today. They said it's nothing minor. I just need to do like lots of mouthwash and stuff. And floss twice a day. I kind of floss once a day on and off. But I really have to go ham with my teeth. I've always been told that I have good teeth by dentists, not just by random people. I have no fillings or anything. So I'd hate now for one of my front teeth to fall out because of a fucking lentil. So then I was having stir fry the other day and I literally stabbed myself in the same spot, I think, with a piece of chicken. But I think it hurt more because it was already sore. Music's going to be a bit intense today because I wanted Hollow Knight, but I didn't want the same Hollow Knight soundtrack I was listening to. Super busy and full of errands. Are any of those errands your job, Joy, or do you have a day off and it's going to be fulfilling and nice? Not that doing a job is not fulfilling and nice. But yeah, I need to get my references up. I'm wasting time. So I'm going to do Stantler first. So what I want to do here is get the artwork for Stantler, which should be in this large image. You can go away, and you can go away. I'll grab Frosdigo while I'm here as well. No, I won't grab that one. I'll grab my one. Because again, Frosdigo is one of the earlier ones, so I had time to kind of make my own reference sketch for it. Which is very big, apparently. So let's shrink you down. Trying to keep track of all these folders might just kill me. Let's pop him in references. Sorry, Joy, your son is going to sleep. And I should have a Stantler pick in here as well. There you go. Which is a lot smaller. So I put that up the very, very top of all my references, of which there are 700 million billion. Day off, very good. We love to see it. I'm on like a thing with work where it's like I change shift schedules, so I haven't gotten like a proper weekend in like a week. Because I used to do like 2 days, 1 day off, 2 days, 2 days off. But now it's been like 2 days, 1 day off, 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 2 days, 1 day off. So on Saturday I'll actually have a weekend. And my weekends are on the weekend. I'm so excited. Okay, I need to get a reference for actual Stantler. Just so we can get those shapes accurately made up. I have my Wants to Battle video nearly done. I had to cut out a lot of audio from it because I hate looking at myself. It is a live action video, so expect to see my face again. Not that that's a surprise, I've shown my face before, but yeah. So here's an interesting thing that I chose to do with this. Stantler has kind of single clove tooths. I don't know if that's the right word I should be using. And then the variant has like maybe cloved is when there's two. So because Stantler has single ones and this guy is a split, I decided to make them into almost fingers. Almost claws even, because it's a Wendigo. It's meant to be kind of freaky. So I just need now, I don't think I need to change or look up any skull reference for this. I think it's okay. Yeah. So let's go. And my line thickness for this area is 12. Might be a bit confusing if you aren't aware of the way I'm doing the line art, but it makes sense, trust me. So we go to 12, we give that a big old scribble, we're like, yeah, easy peasy. And let's get our references actually kind of in where I can see them. It's a stand with antlers. And also, I'm seeing Spider-Man next Wednesday. Which, the closer I get to it, I'm actually getting a bit more excited for it. Because I might just scream. But I'm seeing it at 12:30 in the morning because of COVID restrictions. Yeehaw, cowboy. Now, it has been a hot minute since I've drawn anything. On my computer, anyway. I've started doing a thing like most nights. Where, like, I have a sketchbook and I'll just go downstairs and just draw into it. Like, whatever I'm thinking about. So I think... one evening I was watching Kid Boga. And he had his little robot man, so I was like, I'm gonna draw that. And then last night, I almost did it, but I started watching Finding Nemo, and I was like, I'm way too into this to draw anything, so I turned off all the lights. Just watched a movie, and cried. Which I've never done with Finding Nemo before. But it's just a solid movie, like. That's a pretty good birthday present. I'm so interested. Because obviously there's going to be people who were born after, you know, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Who would be watching Tom Holland's ones. So I'm like, are they even going to comprehend what's about to happen? Let me see. Well, apparently they're making another trilogy after this with Tom Holland, so if they keep the home thing, I mean, Home Sweet Home, it has to happen at some point. Me and my sister did a full Spider-Man marathon earlier this year. So we watched Tobey Maguire Trilogy, Andrew Garfield Duology. That's even if you want to even call it that. And then Spider-Verse, because we've seen the Tom Holland ones very recently. Ugh. Breaky neck time. Also made pizzas today. Which is not a regular occurrence, but it's always fun. It's like, you don't think you get, like, full from half a pizza, but there's a lot of stuff on it. I know, right, Lime? So I was thinking, what if everybody is so obsessed with, like, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire appearing that they introduce other Spider-Men as well? Like, if Miles Morales showed up animated, you know, or if, like, Spider-Man PS4 showed up. Now that's obviously wishful thinking on my part, because, like, that hasn't even been remotely hinted at, but I'm like, that'd be insane. So, like, realistically, why would it only be 3 Spider-Men? I just think it's... I still think it's way too early for Tom Holland to go Spider-Verse stuff, but you know what? I'm not huge on his movies, so be fun anyway. I really, really like the first one. And I can take or leave the second one. Ah, piss. Even if it was like Miles Morales from another universe or something, I do think it runs the risk of being way too bloated, though. Me and my friends are convinced that there's something up with Doctor Strange in it, though. Because the first trailer I saw, like the first trailer that came out, I was like, oh, this is rough. It's like, Doctor Strange wouldn't do that. You know, if Peter was like, oh my god, everybody knows who I am, Doctor Strange would be like, yeah, we live in the MCU, nobody has secret identities. And also, I'm Doctor Strange, I'm not gonna do a fucking big spell because insignificant Peter Parker made a mistake. Like, I feel like there's something else that's gonna be revealed there. Yeah, Doctor Stranger. It's amazing how creepy, like, deer skulls look. This guy almost looks like a lizard, you know? This isn't like... I didn't reference it, I'm just doing this off of, Sea Dragon Zone. Probably won't do it on. Oh, you know, the Superman thing is... I think with the Superman thing, it's like they... It's all retroactive. Because Superman was like written in the 20s, I want to say. Really, really old. So obviously at the time it was just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But then it's like, as times evolve, it's like, okay, writers are like, we need to like come up with a way to distinguish Clark Kent from Superman. But no, that is one of the ways that they do. Yes, you did. Do you have anything to contribute to the superhero discussion? Also, hello, RPG. How are you doing? Standler got that booty. Me and my family were trying to figure out what we're gonna all watch at Christmas. Because it's been so long since all of us were like together, so we're all trying to think of like movies that we all enjoy. Because like, my dad is like saying, oh, we should all watch the Alien series, but like in a weird order, and my mom isn't about that at all. And then I'm saying like, oh, we should. I would really like to watch Lord of the Rings, but I watch Lord of the Rings every year. I haven't watched it this year actually. Maybe I probably have at some point, but you know, it's for me that's just a movie. But then we kind of settled on Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, and then Infinity War and Endgame. Because we're like, you can't do an Avengers marathon because you miss so much between them. But if you go to from the angle of Guardians of the Galaxy, those are like the only 4 movies that those characters are in. So I'm like, and it's kind of an overarching narrative anyway, so I think it's pretty good. Oh yeah, of course. At the end, so when Infinity War came out, I saw it at midnight. And I remember when they did the big announcement, they were like, oh, Avengers 3 Part 1 and Avengers 3 Part 2 was how they advertised it. And then later on it came out and they were like, no, sorry, that's actually not the case. And I was like, uh-huh. So then at the end of Infinity War, when it just ends with Thanos smiling, I was like, and it cuts to the credits, I was just like, I fucking knew it. You liars. You lied! How dare you? Oh. I think I like that about Across the Spider-Verse as well, because I haven't watched the trailer or whatever it is, because the directors who made the first one aren't the same for this, and it's like, the first one is so special to me. I had the cinema alone with a friend when I saw it, and it was like one of the best cinema experiences of my life. And also, it's a great movie. I think you can pause that movie on any frame and print it out, and it'll be like, people will be like, wow. So when kind of the higher-ups change, that scares me a little. Not that it won't make the first one less special, but... Fuck, Hawkeye came out today. Jody, is that fucking spam in my chat? Try that again, see what happens. Oh my god, I can't believe I've done this already. Just after, like, when I spend literally years trying to fill in this guy, like. Okay, so that's Stantler. I'm gonna copy that, call this Stantler Colors with a U, because I'm European. Oh. Why is it that spelling is, like, weird between areas? Or it's different. You know, it's like, why in America do you lose lots of the U's? You lose U's. Yeah, it was hard to say. There's a lot of stuff that sounded the same in there. But you know what I mean? It's like, why isn't there just one universal spelling of things? I did some training for work, and part of it was like, oh, you'll have to deal with Americans, so you need to alter your spelling. And I was like, why? I don't think anybody's gonna shit the bed if I put the letter U in the word colors, like. Ha ha ha. Yeah, imagine if it was the O that was missing from everything instead. Mold would become mulled. Okay, here's the rule of drawing in kind of 3D. So it's okay for Sea Dragon to do it. If you're going for like 3D details, never ever use pure black. Or never use, I think white is okay. But black will definitely make it look, did I say flat or black? All the words, why did I say rides? All the words sound the same. Black is a tone, so it's not technically a color, and it'll make your image look a bit flat if you go for like pure black. Unless you're trying to go for flat, in which case it's fine. But the more you know, drawing knowledge. Because this is a skull, I think we can just go for like a dark grey interior instead of like a mouth color. Oh my goodness. Oh, see, there we go. Easy peasy. Lovely stuff. I don't know if that's real, Phantomime. I'd almost be inclined to believe you. But part of me is like, you're pranking me. Feels like one of those answers. When I was younger, I asked my dad, I was like, why are the handles on maple syrup bottles so small? Because if you look at a maple syrup bottle, they have really small, tiny handles. And he said, because Canadians have tiny fingers. And I believed him. So I am... I'm always on edge when it comes to this sort of stuff. I mean, I move you above. And I will make you a little bit see-through. I think it's actually fine if I leave it the way it is. And I can see where the other leg goes as well, which is good. Oh, okay. Oh, got it. Oh, my neck. I might have to make a group layer called Stantler and Wendigo just because it's kind of nuts. And references. Ah. And I'm gonna bring you over here. Hello, good sir. You're very, very large. Let's make you very, very small. And let's hide you and you. Very good. We love to see it. Excelente. Just crack all my bones. This guy's another one of my favorites. It's just so bizarre. How does it eat if it has no lower jaw? He asked. Before instantly realizing that there was a massive mouth on the belly. Yeah, I figured I should do some work on this tonight because it's almost Christmas. Not really, but you know, it's the 8th already. And I was like, oh my goodness. Its stomach is in its head, I guess, then. Something really confused me when I was playing Shining Pearl. Miss Magius, or as it should be said, Miss Magius, has, like, dangly bits. And I was like, are those its arms? Or are they just dangly bits? Because it, like, moves them a bit. It's like, does Miss Magius have arms confirmed? Excelente. I have so many things I need to watch, like... I still haven't gotten around to watching Mitchell's vs. the Machines. And apparently Arcane now is, like... really good. I'm so busy all the time. I gotta move that arm up a little bit. Just have it start higher up. I haven't seen Squid Game. I don't know if Squid Game would be my cup of tea. I don't like people killing each other. It's not the kind of vibe I like to go for. Oh my goodness. Why not just make this enormous? Should I be a good boy? Okay, let's see. Without ruining this, please. That might work better. that has been drawn and rotated, so the line quality is like got a bit nuked. So put that there. Hey, Sylvie. What's going on? Get out of here, you. What am I even looking at? Where's the reference? There we go. Just that one quick moment. It's going pretty good. I went to the dentist today and she's like, you need to come back in a week. And I was like, cool. Next Wednesday it is. And then I only remembered afterwards that I'm seeing Spider-Man. Like, early in the morning. But I should be done in time. As excited as I am to see Spider-Man, I don't want to lose my teeth. And then I forgot that a friend had asked to go with me. So I had to figure that out. But all got sorted in the end. And now I'm currently drawing chicken. It's definitely going to be something. It doesn't even seem like it's real, to be honest. I have never ever haloed. Actually, that's a lie. In school, we obviously had a computer lab, and someone in the years above us and before us brought in Halo on a USB and installed it in all the computers. So if we had like a free class, we'd do like a Halo LAN party and it was really cool. Medal of Honor, I think, was the other game. It's like, what even is Medal of Honor? Okay. With scalpers and stuff, it's like, that's really shit. But if people... Why would you buy a ticket to Spider-Man for $25,000? Like, people need to kind of get their priorities sorted as well. The reason why scalpers are doing it is because people will fucking succumb to that, like. Like, you've paid $25,000 and then you see the movie for like 2 hours and then you're done. Whereas somebody else paid like, what's the price of a movie ticket? Like $10. It's like, come on, what are you doing? I used to not buy new games, but I've like realized that, you know, I'm a grown-ass man I have money now, so I'm like, yeah. I used to not get consoles at launch ever. Like, I only got my Switch last year. And my PS4 was like a surprise. I wasn't intending to get one. I got my PS3 I think I got my PS3 like the year before the PS4 came out. Well, to be fair, you didn't have a choice kind of over the last 2 years to go to the cinema, so... it is a weird experience being back in cinemas, though. Yup. Liam, are you asking why the last 2 years have been difficult to go to the cinema? The answer may shock you, but, you know, this... Something happened, you know, almost 2 years ago. Kind of shut the world down, including the entertainment industry, for a while. Okay, fine, I'll say it again in January. It's nearly been 2 years. I'm in for the long haul. Boy, what are you talking about? Tales of Arise. I don't even know what Tales of Arise is. Let me Google that real quick. Nope. In one eye and out the other. Where's my live stream again? So it's an elbow, then I guess like here. Okay. Just gonna stretch a bit. breaking the necky. Oh, I have to get up for 8 AM tomorrow. Stop, like. Oh. I just want to sleep. It's kind of like Monster Hunter. She was explaining it to me, Sylvie. Well, that's definitely an opinion. Hate is a strong word as well. Before my Wants to Battle video comes out and I reveal what my content is going to be shifting to in 2022. I will say Rise hasn't delivered for me. Okay, I'll try and address this all at once. It's such a grind fest and it's beyond boring to you, and I'm very, very sorry. It's like... I suppose, in one way, it's like if everybody enjoyed the same things, the world would be boring, you know? It's like when people are like, oh, I don't like Pokemon. If you're hard into Pokemon, you'd be like, how? You know, but... it's not the same thing here. Monster Hunter 4, I put 1,000 hours into, to 100% it. And then I never touched it again. Okay, so... There's going to be a shift in content? No, Lime, I was joking. The Wants to Battle tag was started by Birdkeeper Toby. And he... Basically, it's like... If you're a smaller YouTuber, if you're a known YouTuber, if you're not even a YouTuber at all, but you want to get started, it's like a good way to kind of let people know what you're about. So what it is like each year he'll do it and he'll have like 6 different questions which kind of relate to having a YouTube channel or like you as a person. Maybe related to the one this year doesn't have actually many Pokemon related questions. But it's like these feet are all wrong. Let me fix this. Why am I so bad at talking? So then what you do at the end of it is you tag 3 creators you'd like to see do it. And then Toby, if they're made before the end of the year, he puts them all in a playlist. Because obviously some will go like into next year. And you know, he has a pretty big channel, so I can't imagine he'd be able to keep on top of all of them. Yeah, it's like a starter kit questionnaire. So any that are uploaded before the end of the year, he puts in a playlist, and it's kind of just a way for people to discover, you know, new content. Because, you know, it's like, let's use me for an example. You know, before my starter video was put into the algorithm, because it absolutely was. You know, it's like, you only found me by stumbling across me. So, when it's like all these videos in a playlist by a massive YouTuber, you know, somebody's going to be like, you know, I'll throw a few of these on, you know, and you might find someone you really like. And then at the end of the video of the person you really like, they tag 3 more people, you know, then you check out more people. So it's just a nice way to kind of discover people. This guy's fucking feet. I swear to God. Jelly, I thought you said you recorded it. Or am I mistaken? Oh, I'm struggling with these feet. Let me just try removing the reference that I'm using. Okay. And obviously if you guys do them, you know, throw them in the link dump. That already goes for anything you make. When I get time off, I like to check out what's going on in there. Why are you a pain in my balls, mate? Okay. Oh boy. I'm just trying to sketch out a nice weird foot here. On the chicken layer, easy peasy. Let's turn off smoothing. Okay, I think that works. Sometimes you just need to step back, kind of look at a thing, and then you're like, okay, this is fine. And I am drawing everything. Obviously I'm drawing everything, but I'm drawing like even the parts of the mons you don't see. Because the way I'm going to do the credits is it'll kind of zoom through everybody's. And you'll be able to see, like, Stantler here will be like see-through, and you'll be able to see all of Frostica, stuff like that. So for Respect to Chill, like, the whole fucking image is gonna disappear. Oh my god, my hand is killing me. What's going on? I literally haven't been doing anything today. It's from lack of use, I don't know. So apologies for just yawning and then making all of you yawn. Says, not says. Let me delete this. Well, not really delete, but just put away for later. Oh, yuck. Jesus, when you don't have smoothing on, it's horrible. Ugh. I can't remember what copped me onto smoothing, but it's like the best thing. I don't think I could ever draw on Photoshop without it. No, but in the new year, I am considering doing kind of gameplay streams. Not promising anything. I might do like shiny hunts, or I might do Minecraft, or I might play Monster Hunter, or I might play kind of older games I have. Do some PS5 stuff. Horizon 2 is coming out. I was a big fan of the first one, which I've been meaning to replay, so I might even replay that on stream. It was also my first game on PS4, and I was like, is this meant to sound like a jet engine when it runs games? And apparently it's meant to. And you just have to get used to it. Okay, this back leg is getting completely altered. I also have yet to find a shiny in BDSP. If I am playing Minecraft, I will be only playing Java though, because Minecraft PS4 literally just deleted my Elytra one day. I just turned it on and it was gone. And I've noticed there's just a lot of horrible glitches with that version. And I don't know if it's the same for all of Bedrock, but Java is where my heart truly lies. Still haven't touched Minecraft since the update came out. I think I got into that a bit last time, but it's just like... I was so excited, and then the delays and the... It's like I don't even want to play it if the warden's not in it, you know? If they hadn't have shown me the warden, like, years ago, I'd be like, yes, this is amazing, but I'm like, nah, no warden. But I will probably play it over Christmas. After this collab is done. Now, let's color in the boy. Who actually has a blue pupil. Definitely scared. Man can't talk on stream for too long or brain shuts down. There we go. Let's turn these off. Just get rid of Stanter altogether. So I need Frosdigo. Somebody is banging doors downstairs. I'm like, could you stop doing that, please? Frosdigo collar. I feel like something happened right there. Okay, nothing happened. It's tricking my eyes. Oh, Photoshop, don't you start doing this now. What's this? What is this? Nondescript dark blob, like ruining my canvas. Of course, the only person who could have put it there is me, but I refuse to take accountability. The skull is not the same color as the hands. Underneath the skull is typically really, really dark black. I'm gonna make it like a red for the moment. I believe that's the same color. I'm gonna get the original Frost to go up for color reference, actually. That'd probably be the best idea. I did a lot of shady colors. Hey, buddy, what's shaking? Oh my Christ. Excuse me, what's happening right now? Okay, there we go. I just had loads of layers called Frosdigo. I was like, where, what am I working on right now? Okay. Nobody panic. If I like turn, oh, I see what it is. My glasses are dirty. I was like, this guy is changing colors. His line art is not legit. There we go. Oh, the joys of being blind. Wrong layer. There we go. There is a detail that I'm opting to avoid with this, which may or may not be seen controversially, where the hands are different, which I think I adapted here, but I am just much too busy. Uh-oh. I forgot the tongue. Watch this. Easy peasy. Copy that. Paste it. Paste it again. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I need new music. This is much too intense right now. Thinky. I do not know. Oh, that's what we can do. It's kind of relevance to the conversation. Okay, there we go. Epic chill time. I'm just gonna make all the bones the same color. I don't know why the horns are a different color up there. Photoshop, please, can you stop being a pain in my ass and just zoom where I want you to go? Yeah, that tongue is very, very red. Maybe just tone that down a bit. Oh, it blends in with the background. You see through. Let's make the most non-appetizing looking meat you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, I see what's happening here. Shit, I just picked a good color. And I lost it. Damn it. Something like that. I don't know whether to keep like the action lines, like the ta-da, or just have it be something else. I forgot a spike. Okay, so that is Frazdigo. I can now delete all of that. Turn off the references layer. Turn back on Stantler. Now this is not totally accurate. Because parts of him would be appearing behind Stantler, but if I put him behind Stantler now, then he loses his legs. So, you know, it's a whole deal going on there. I'm not in any great rush today, so I know I've only done 2 in the course of like an hour and 15 minutes, but it is what it is. Now let's turn all the layers on. Let's turn Spectacle off. Are they kind of exactly where they need to be? Did I put them where they need to be? I think I did. Ugh. Yep, they are literally right where they need to be. If I turn that on and remove them... Oh well. Never mind. Okay. It's time to do a head count, I think. Though let me put them where they're actually going to make sense. Kind of there. Okay, cool. So if we do a head count, I'm gonna add a half onto the end of this, just because Spectacle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whew. Spectacle's not done yet. I started them last time, and they're just so enormous that I lost steam. So 13 and a half. I will get around to finishing Spectacle. So now it's a question as to whether or not I go up or down. And why, oh why, Rendicey, are you not where you're meant to be? So I can go up and do the bugs, or I can go down and do the dance party. I probably won't finish both. I don't know if I have steam for 2 more guys tonight. It's kind of a spontaneous stream decision. I'm not. My body's not ready. So it'll either be Polaran next or Eclopaka. I think I want to go Polaran. It's a lot of big shapes. Much easier to draw, whereas Eclopaka, as cool as it is, has so many details going on, and I don't know if I'm exactly ready for that tonight. I also don't know where it is in terms of depth. So I imagine it's like directly above these guys, but it looks currently like it's way in the background, so it's kind of a confusing there. So I'm just going to do Polaran now, and Polaran is way up the front, so they're going to have big, nice, thick boy lines. So, allow me to go to semi-finals copy. Where we can see all our favorite friends. Yeehaw. I want to grab Polaran. Go up there. Grab the reference I did. Bear with me. Why can't I find you? I don't know if much would be added to the streams if you guys could see me messing around in the menus and stuff, because I do know for this time where I'm looking at for stuff you can't see what I'm doing. But I'm like, then it makes the actual canvas that you can see smaller again. And I'm gonna get the original fella in for... I think the color reference is actually fine on this. It is. Okay, cool. Okay, big bear boy. Let's go. $14.5. How many are there? There are 33. So if I get 2 more done, I'll be exactly halfway. Because the half. That's only halfway through the drawing process, then I have to shade all of them. Oh no. Very scary. Could I leave my numbers layer visible? Could I just put that somewhere else? I'm actually going to put that all the way up the top. So that I can always see it. Okay, cool. So this guy's way up the front, so we are going with a staggering 16 pixels thick boy nation. Can I zoom in like a tiny bit less? Whatever. I'm really not good at doing depth when it comes to like snouts and stuff. Give him his teeth. This looks like an angry face. It's kind of funny. I'm trying to think, if I was going to do one of these for summer, what would the date be? So obviously this one is icy and it's going towards Christmas. It's like, is there anything like that in summer where it's like that? Because I'm only imagining if this one like is successful. If I announce the second one, loads more people will want to get in on it. And obviously I'll need to have like a cutoff point, but I'd hate to be like, yeah, it's still only 30 or whatever. For people to miss out. It's just for my own sake of making it, I'm trying to figure out like if there's a date that'd work better for it. Big polar bear nation. I think I do want to do like the fluff. Okay, I've made a big, dumb, stupid mistake. But instead of deleting everything on that side, I'm just gonna erase this. You do sketches for a reason. Just so that you can follow them later. So when you don't, things don't necessarily make all that much sense. Wow. It's just a face. I can't. What can I do? Oh my god, I genuinely don't know what to do about this. Say I'm doing a blep. Shit, that might work. Or just remove the teeth again. That eraser is way too big. What am I doing? And I just lowered my brush size. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I've had my stream chat in the wrong place the whole time. Fuck's sake. Surprise for you, an epic meme. It's so annoying that ice and steel has like a double weakness. It's like they're two really cool types. Then when they go together, they just get absolutely minced. Tuck that right on up to you. Better keep it the way it was. Okay, cool. We love to see it. Now, there were kind of spikes that I didn't know how to interpret on the original Polarian art, so I put them as like leg spikes here. Now, I know the spikes up here, the arm up here doesn't have spikes, so I'm probably wrong. It's probably a tail. But, it's my artistic... That's the word I'm looking for. Intuition, I suppose. Earlier on the same mon, I said you should always follow the drawing, but... I'm gonna break my own rule. I'm gonna squash that foot right in. I can make it a bit bigger too. He twisting, he jiving, he jamming. Nice. It's always one more detail. That goes missed. Okay. Let's color in this dude. Okay, I'm ready. Call Aaron. I need to stand up a sec. Ooh, I don't know if that came through on screen, but my back just... my shoulders were popped off. Quick old redrive, rejig of the motivation, I suppose. It's the only way. I just kicked my chair. Sitting down and focusing on one thing for a long period of time is not a good way to do anything, so I'm going to look around my room for 20 seconds. Look at anything but the computer. Wow, it sure is messy in here. Okay. I feel like we accomplished a lot there. Good job. Okay. Polaran color. Call hour. I change up the background color. I'll go for a crazy looking green, I think. How do I use Photoshop again? Okay, gradient color. We're gonna go green. Green, yellowy, kinda. Okay, close your eyes. It's gonna, or like just look away for a sec. It's gonna change on 1. So 3, 2, 1. Wow, amazing. Leftover pizza is like the fuel of the gods. I made pizza today. Actually made it, though we had the dough left over. It was like a kind of mix of 2 weird doughs from last. I can't remember, but we called it Franken dough. So if I end up getting very sick, we all know why. Homemade pizza. I was actually not exposed to pizza for the longest time because I was a stubborn little stupid child who was very adamant about what they did and didn't like. And pizza had cheese on it. And I used to really, really not like cheese because I was an idiot. So I just refused to eat pizza. And then one day I ate pizza and I was like, it's fucking amazing. I used to get pizza all the time in college as well. It's not exactly great for you, but it was like better than some other alternatives. The cool kids did drugs while I ate 74 slices of pizza. I was watching a Drawfee episode yesterday, and they said that they had a guest on who said his Twitch stream made him order a pizza with every single topping on it. And it tasted like feet because none of the flavors could come through. But it was only like $15, so I'm like, oh my god. Ah, shit. Me leaving a gap? Are you serious? Where? What? Where's the gap? Is it there? Yeah, it's there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna be a cheeky man. I'm gonna make all the appendages also blue so they match the snout. Yeah, you can never go wrong with lasagna. I'm a pasta bake stan. That's like my go-to comfort food to make. It's not exactly hard to make, but it's very messy. It's so good. And then I like eat the whole thing and feel awful. But not really. Maybe I will make the edges grey. Let me see what I think about it. I think blue works better. Okay, cool. Yeah. All kids want is nuggies. I was like... My parents literally did that thing that PewDiePie talked about a while back, where it's like... If they just say something is chicken, I'll be like, okay. It's like, or having beef chicken, like, oh yes. You know? Or what's this vegetable? It's like, oh, it's chicken. I'm like, oh, cool. I know I used to be like finicky about everything, so I know I used to not like ketchup, but I don't have like the same epiphany moment with ketchup. I'm like, oh, this isn't actually bad. Like, if I have chips and ketchup's there, I'll usually just like eat the chips on their own. Not that I have anything against ketchup. What do you mean I left a gap? I have to recover. Polaron goes up the front, sort of. So you should be kind of ready to go where you are, buddy. Let's put this in references. Semifinals copy can turn off. Semifinals can turn on. We get Polaron, we grab him, we drag him down. Pretty good. Did he move? Wow, oh my god, guys, it's becoming... Oh my god, I could cry. I was an absolute alien of a child. I just had absolutely no respect. It'd be like, oh. You didn't do exactly what I wanted, how dare you? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try and get this. I didn't get it. There we go. Easy. I knew. There's a whole lot of images in that folder. And I want to get the reference up again for the dance move that I am doing. Yeah, there we go. Excelente. Wow. I'm just on the Discord. I cannot believe. It says there's no way Phantom doesn't know who the Green Goblin is. What did I just drag there? Okay, absolutely nothing. We're fine. It's because Wolfskull's all up the front. Hey Sylvie, it's your son. I'm like, I don't know if I even need to like drag them into the middle. Like turn everybody else. Maybe I do need to turn everybody else off. It's just gonna get really busy. I don't think I need to move them necessarily. So semi-finals. Whoa, 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 wee, whoa. Should be right up the front. Cool. I seem to have missed the memo with the dance move on this foot. Meant to be up on their toes. Maybe they're not meant to be up on their toes. It's like an Elvis dance move I base this off. I am going to move them just for artistic sake, because otherwise I'll like be down here. And that just feels wrong. Let's go. And you're up the front, so you are a big fat solid 16 of a line. Did I color in? Did I draw Polaron wrong? Oh, that's fine. I always get kind of weirded out when I see, when I open my brush tab and the number is different to what I'm meant to be doing. Why do GIFs not work in Epic Meme? You should be able to put GIFs in Epic Meme. They're allowed. That doesn't make sense. I did no such thing. I guess it's just that one GIF. I want a full apology written in 2 minutes. I expect it on my desk. What the fuck? What is happening? It's exactly the same GIF. I also like how now we're responding to conversations in both Discord and the YouTube chat. Wilden. Why am I getting absolutely fucked by these legs? Let's start again. I'll do because this is super rough here, so I need to like haha rough because it's a wolf, haha bork haha woohoo. So I'm gonna just do like a breakdown for myself to help me get it better. Oh, today is Wednesday. Also, I don't know if I call it multitasking, because, like, you're still responding to me, you're just doing it at a different place. If anything, I'm multitasking, because I'm checking out both chats at the same time and drawing. I don't even know what pun I made. Oh, yes. I need to draw the tail again, that's pretty obvious. Look at that dance move again. When Woltsicle is done, I will be on 15.5, I think. Which should put us... 15.5 isn't half a 33, you fucking idiot, I'm sorry. So I might do Takozan as well, who's next to Woltsicle tonight, and then I'll be halfway done. I was convinced that 15.5 is half 33. I am big stupid tonight. My apologies. Moneypenny, we need to turn the schmooding on to 66. I require a big bowl of crispy cornflakes. I never saw the new James Bond movie, and I heard it was, like, really good. Don't ask me why I'm doing a Sean Connery James Bond accent. It's just it's a quirk. I have no control over it. Moneypenny. Derp bed herp, like. Oh, I see what I'm doing right here. I see. Why is my eraser 45 pixels? That's so big. I remember oh no, I just got horrible memories. I've seen most of them, I think. But there was one time I was in hospital. What age should I have been? I think I would have been like 11. And I had to stay for like a whole week. I won't get into the details of it because it's not particularly fun, and I know it might upset some people. For example, there's this one girl I know who I only met kind of last year, 2 years ago. She's really icky with blood, and I almost told her what happened to me, and then I was like, wait a minute, I can't do that. So that's all the details you're getting. But I mean, I'm fine. But I had a room to myself. And then, like, as I was nearly ready to leave, I had one more night. And they were like, look, you're nearly better now. There are other people coming in now who, like, need a room to themselves. We need to move you. And I was like, yeah, of course. So I got put into, like, a ward. And I had the ward completely to myself, which was great. And I was 11 at the time, so my parents obviously kind of were iffy about leaving me. No, maybe not. Like, when it got kind of later and, you know, they were like, okay, he's fine. When they knew that I wasn't, like, dying. But I think it was me and my mom were in the room, and it was really late. And the reason why James Bond brings up this memory is because there was, like, a TV in the corner, and it was playing the movie where somebody jumps off a mountain at the beginning. I think it's one of the Pierce Brosnan ones. And this woman stormed into the room. She wasn't, like, angry or anything. It was really late now at the same time, so just remember that. She stormed into the room, went to the bed, like, opposite me, which had a curtain. She face planted onto the bed, and immediately the sound that came out of her was like a fucking truck hitting into another truck and like scraping. So what had happened was she was obviously in the hospital for a while and was kept up by whatever scenario was happening, and she really needed to go to sleep. So the sound of the trucks was her snoring. It is the worst snoring I've ever heard in my life. So if I ever see that intro to a James Bond movie, all I can think about is the horrible snoring woman in the hospital. And I mean, this is over a decade ago now, so whatever was going on, I'm pretty sure it would have been resolved by now, but Jesus Christ, like, is the worst snoring I've ever heard in my life. There's actually a contender with that. So I used to be in Scouts, And one of our leaders used to be nicknamed Snorlax. But it's no Snorlax you'd ever want to be around. His snoring could shake the fucking earth, like... It's like, yeah, I know it's a thing that people generally don't have control over, but like, take something, or like, sleep somewhere else. It's like, well, you're having a great old sleep, everybody else is being kept wide awake. I also had a friend when I was really young who was a snoring denier. And I'm like, what's the purpose of denying snoring? Like, when I have video fucking evidence of you doing it. That's something that really annoys me, when people deny snoring when they are snorers. I had a situation like that where I like woke myself up by doing something, but I don't know if I can describe it well enough because you can't see me. So I like fell asleep. I'm trying to like act it out now so I can figure out how to say it. So I fell asleep like on my arm, like on my bicep. Then my forearm was behind my head, and my hand was on the side of my head. So basically, I was lying on my arm while my hand was also on the side of my face. My hand was on the opposite side of my face. So that's fine. I get into weird positions when I sleep. But I woke up, okay? And I felt somebody else's hand on my face. And I was like, what the actual fuck is this? I was like... They weren't moving. And like, I touched the hand. And I couldn't feel anything. So I was like, that's not my hand. And I was like, oh my god. So I touched that. Nothing happened though. So I was like, okay, whoever's touching my face hasn't noticed I'm awake. So I was like, I need to like figure out what I'm going to do now. And what it actually was is I had been asleep on my own arm. And because I was asleep, I hadn't noticed. But my arm went completely dead. So when I was touching my hand on the side of my face, I couldn't even feel that, like, in the hand that was on my face, I couldn't even feel that I was touching it. So I was like, whose hand is this? And then I was like, well, it's my hand. But I woke up in such fear, because I was like, oh my god, somebody's in my bed, like, touching my face. I have a lot of, like, weird sleep stories. Has anybody experienced sleep paralysis? So I have an interesting experience with that as well. Sleep paralysis is, like, truly awful. Also, Sylvie, that was very nice. Thank you for saying it. Okay. So... sleep paralysis, I suppose, for anybody who doesn't know, is it's like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like... It's like you're awake, but you're... Okay, so it's like you're dreaming, but you're completely awake, but you can't move at all. And then, like, your deepest fears, monsters come at you, and there's nothing you can do. It's very real. And I'm sorry if I've ruined your day. There's definitely a better description of it. I just can't think of what that is at the moment. I need to, like, take myself back. Back in age to recall this story. So just bear with me while I draw this boogie and wolf. I thought I was listening to Hollow Knight again, and I was like, I'm off Hollow Knight. Nice. Okay, so let me think about all the factors here. Okay, so my ex-girlfriend had a lot of dogs. At a time, it was usually like 5 or 6. So, like, very fun house to be around, because dogs are awesome. But, at the time, one of the dogs was a woolly-haired German Shepherd. I believe is the actual breed of the dog. I don't know if it's like a long-haired German Shepherd, maybe? He was enormous. He's one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Looked like a bear. Really, really sweet, though. And then another one of the dogs was a King Charles Cavalier Runt. So, like a... What's the other name those dogs are given? They are really, really, really small. So... every dog, except the tiny runt, King Charles, was a boy. And they were all neutered, except the long-haired German Shepherd. I'm gonna like, nothing weird happens here, but it's important for the story. I just want to get that out of the way, in case you're like, why the fuck is he talking about dogs being neutered? And the female dog, who was the smallest, again, like, you could easily pick her up with one hand. You could put her head inside a mug, like, she was tiny. She had been spayed, but the operation had been botched somehow. So, when it came to, like, heat season, she would still emit the pheromones, I guess. And Mr. fucking Tank Big Dog was like, hello. And it's like, obviously, those two dogs cannot be in the same room because he will kill her. Because he is like a truck on legs. Now, here's the second fact about the long-haired German Shepherd. He was a really, really, really vocal dog. One of the most vocal dogs I've ever met. Very cute when you're like playing with them, because they'll go like, you know, and it's very nice, but when he's agitated or he wants something, it's very annoying. And because he's so huge, they had to separate him from small dog. So all the time he was like, because obviously he could sense that she was near, and he had needs, unfortunately. Whereas all the other dogs were like, what the fuck is going on? Shut up. So it was this case the whole time, and it was bedtime. And all through the night, this dog was screaming and whinging, and we were like, oh, fucking hell, like, couldn't get to sleep. So what I did was, I had these big, huge studio headphones at the time, which have since broken, and I'm very sad about it. The headphones I have now are technically also studio headphones, but they're not as good. I want to get like noise cancelling headphones. Anyway, so I put those on, and I was like, I think I'd started meditation at the time, but I just put into YouTube like space music. No, I hadn't started meditation, but I used to do this thing where like if I needed to work on a project, I'd put on space music, is what it's called. To give you an example, let me just I just literally go onto YouTube and look up space music. So like it's that really kind of ethereal music. It's like that. I was like, that helps me focus. And I heard at the time it was also really good for sleeping. So I put those put those headphones on. They were really, really wide at the side. They had like they were like headphones, and then they had like an extra layer outside of them that made them look like headphones wearing headphones. They were huge. Really good though, but they broke. So I guess they're not really good. Anyway, so I couldn't sleep on my side. So I slept on my back, which I don't think I've ever done before, and I will never do since. So basically, what happens then is I wake up in my own bedroom, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? In my bedroom, which I'm in right now, I have a closet built into the wall. And my bed at the time was kind of facing parallel to it. So like it would be beside me. Whereas now my bed is facing it. It's not important. So my bed was like I was in my bed, and I knew that the door of the fucking wardrobe was opening, but I could not move. And I kept hearing like, I don't know if this has come through, but it was like, I was like, what's happening? Because my actual bedroom door would also have been perpendicular to my bed. So I was like, somebody's hammering on my bedroom door. Something is coming out of my fucking wardrobe. And I can't move. And I'm trying to move. But it's like, nah. Body's like, no, you're not allowed to move. I know that this thing is fucking slithering across the floor now. I never saw it. But it's definitely like some sort of dark shape creature that just came out of my closet and was like coming towards me. And I know then it's like coming up the bed. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to die. And I'm really, really trying to fucking move now. And I can like feel, you know, when I'm trying to move. And I'm like, I can feel like my head shaking. Like I can feel every muscle in my body trying to go, but I can't. I'm like, I cannot move. And I'm like, this thing is about to get me. And then I literally feel something just at the last second just grab my chest like that. And I woke up screaming. So what happened was, my fucking stupid ass, falling asleep on his back, listening to weird sounds, had a sleep paralysis dream. And in the dream, I couldn't move. But in real life, I was flopping around the bed. I was like, like everything I was trying to do in my dream was actually happening in real life. So my girlfriend was like, what the fuck? Because she had actually gotten to sleep. And I woke her up by flopping around the bed. And then the thing that touched my chest in my dream was actually her trying to wake me up. So then when she woke me up, I screamed. And she was so annoyed. So that is my only experience with sleep paralysis. So advice I could give is don't sleep on your back. And maybe don't wear headphones when you go to sleep. I think this is a boy. Oh, let's color you in. Ooh, okay, we can talk about dogs next. So, I had, and this is the reason why Herdier is so special to me, is because I had a Yorkshire Terrier mix for like 14 years. So like every single Lillipup I get, because I'm not big on people, or not, I'm not big on people, that's not what I meant to say. I'm not big on when you name the same species of Pokemon the same thing every time, because I'm like, it kind of loses the individuality of it. You know, if I named every Raticate Niblets, then I'm like, the real Niblets from the loot block feels less special. So it's like every other Raticate I call something else, sort of like that. But with Lillipup and Herdier and Stoutland, if they're female, I'll always call them Mindy, because that's the name of my dog, who is a Yorkshire Terrier, who is literally the bop off Herdier. I know in the Discord we were all like, oh, Herdier is just a dog, but it's like, it's my dog, so I'll let it pass. So since she was very small, obviously, as Yorkshire Terriers are, and I think it was the year after she passed, we were like, we're not really ready for another dog, because we only had her on our own, and then we were like, you know, it's difficulty committing, I guess, to getting a new one, so we were like, let's foster a dog. And we got Toby, who I literally don't even know what kind of dog he was. Think like a Jack Russell, but like enormous. I need to find out what kind of dog he was, because he definitely wasn't a Jack Russell. I'm going to make the nose here blue just for a sec. And then he got adopted. Toby had a very similar incident to me and my girlfriend, where he was having a really bad dream. And I woke him up, which was the biggest mistake I've ever made, and he literally bit through my hand. He felt super bad about it immediately. I was obviously pissed because this dog I liked ripped open my hand. I have a scar on my pinky finger. Whenever I see it, I'm like, I wonder where that man is. Very, very nice dog, though. And it was completely my fault. It's like, there's a saying around that, you know? You know, let sleeping dogs lie. That I just evidently completely forgot. But sure, look. So then Toby got adopted, and I actually visited Toby because he wasn't like a problematic dog. It was just his circumstances meant that he needed to be, he couldn't stay where he was. And I think his owner might have passed away or something. Or was moved, I think his owner was moving to like Australia. They couldn't take him with them. So we got to hang out with this really cool dog. We also cut his balls off, which he wasn't particularly happy about. So that's not a... It wasn't a good time for him, but he did have a good time with us. And I visited him since, and he grew a big old beard. It was really nice. So then, over COVID, we were kind of like, we're all stuck at home anyway, you know, we might as well foster dogs. And there was that whole bullshit where people realized that dogs can technically carry COVID, so they all fucking got rid of their dogs. And I'm like, if you get a dog and are so easily willing to give it up, you shouldn't have gotten the fucking dog in the first place. Dog licenses should be a thing. You shouldn't be allowed to get a dog if you don't match the requirements. I will die on this hill, I swear to God. Anyway, so we were like, oh, what kind of dog should we get? And I did see your message, Phantom, and I was going to respond to it. About Bruce the Crobat. I'm just in dog mode until I finish this story. So we ended up getting 2 greyhounds this year, and people are like, oh my god, greyhounds, you must have to walk them so much, you know, they must need so much exercise. They really don't. They are some of the laziest fucking dogs I've ever met in my life. Super, super sweet. Super long as well. But the first one we got, she was 6, and she had spent her whole life racing. So she genuinely didn't have a clue to... She didn't even know what being a dog was. So, like, when we got her, she was also huge. Like, vertically. So, like, she could have easily gotten onto the couch, but she just couldn't comprehend, like, how do I go up something? She didn't know how to go upstairs. Because, like, 6 years of just running, you know? She's like, I don't know what to do. Very interesting when you take her on a walk, though. Because she was fine with people. She was fine with big dogs. But if she saw small dogs, she'd be like, I need to eat this. I need to chase this. Because that's just what greyhound racing is like, I guess. Where they chase like a thing around a thing. Let me get my semifinals up here. And very, very interesting, which I've never seen in a dog before. She could recognize TV. So, it'd literally be a case that the TV was on, she'd watch it. And I was doing a Disney marathon at the time, and at the start of Black Cauldron, there's a cat that stretches. And she, like, perked up, and I was like, is this dog smart enough to recognize a cartoon cat? Or are the animators at Disney so good that they can get a cat across like that? Or maybe it's both. And there's a really funny video my sister took, where Maddie's watching the TV and the Simpsons movie is on, and then Marge comes on screen for a split second, and Maddie jumps up and she tries to, like, jump into the TV. So I guess she just hates Marge Simpson for some reason. So then Maddie went away, and we got Minnie, who was a way smaller greyhound. She'd only been racing for 2 years. It was a bit of a big baby. But both of them went off to Sweden, because adopting greyhounds is notoriously difficult, or it's notoriously difficult to find people here who will adopt them, because they're not normal dogs, and most people who want to adopt them have kids, and they're not really dogs you can mess around with, just because they're, you know, it's not that you can't, like you can play with them and all that, but it's like, you really shouldn't get in their nerves, because, like, they've been through a lot of shit and they wouldn't really tolerate it. Or they can be really needy as well. You know, they have a lot of problems. And in Sweden, they have really, really good dog laws. So most of the greyhounds do get sent off to there. And then since then, I've babysat 2 dogs. The first one was a little prince, needy man. And the second one was a little Jack Russell. And she was perfect. That was, like, last week, I think. So I do really, really like dogs. I like cats too, but I've never had a cat or had to, like, deal with cats in, like, an owner sense. So I don't understand, like, cat stuff. I wouldn't know where to begin if I got a kitten. I'm like, okay, this is a litter box. What do I do with it? You know. With dogs, I'm just like, okay, you go outside, you poop. You know, take you on a walk every day. It's like, with a cat, what do I do with it? And also they, like, fucking crawl up your leg and poke you. I'm like, stop. The cats are chill. Okay, I'm gonna do Takozen next. Streaming is actually a lot easier when I am talking, as opposed to when I'm not talking. It makes me feel good. Give me things to talk about. So it makes me feel better too. Okay, let me grab Takozen, who should be there. Put you in a references. No, we don't need you in references, actually. I can just delete you after you're done. This file is getting very big. Oh my god, file's getting big. Do you know what that means? We have to save it once. We have to save it twice. Oh, let's save twice, please. Okay, thank you. And we save it 3 times. Ooh, that was a lot of stuff to do today without saving. Oops. I mean, I was saving it the whole time, but, like, not backing it up, I suppose, is the real issue. Stolen bags, anything. Terriers are, like, so funny because they just bark at everything. So when we were minding the greyhound, kind of, or the Jack Russell, she would just bark at nothing, and it reminded me of having a Yorkshire Terrier, so I was like, yay. Whereas most people find like small yappy dogs annoying, I think it's really funny. It's exciting, like, because you just be sitting there and then they just go like, ah! And I'm like, what? Like, I really want to know more about this fella. I want to know what the eye on his head is. If it even is an eye. Because it looks like an eye. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other Pokemon that like I always give the same name to. I think Sudowoodo is another one that I do with. I'll always call my Sudowoodos Odowodus. It's Sudowoodo backwards. Okay, stretchy hand time. Oh boy. Then before I had any dogs, I had a guinea pig. That grew to be like 7 years old. We also had 2 guinea pigs, and they were in separate cages, but somehow one of them still got pregnant, so... Then we had lots of guinea pig babies. And we were like, hello people we know, do you want any guinea pigs? Alright, something annoyed me so much earlier, like irrationally. And I know why it's the case, but I'm like, oh Jesus. And it's... Birdkeeper Toby has uploaded episode 13 of Pokemon Tempest. So it's in my subscription box, and then it's like premiering on like the 10th. I'm like, that's 2 days away. What are you doing? And I know why, I know exactly what he's doing, but I'm like, oh, I saw it, now I want it now, you know? And I suppose it's like the impatience of the modern generation. It's the same with me in Minecraft with the Warden. I'm like, I want it now. Just don't show me the thing if I can't have it, you know? I think with YouTube as well, it's like, if you see it in your sub box, like your brain is like, this is now. I've yet to do a premiere. I know exactly what video I'd love to do it on. Should be pretty obvious, but... that won't be for a while. Yeah, sorting dogs out when they're young is kind of the way to go. So one of the dogs I babysat was treated like he was babied, you know? So kind of when he didn't get what he wanted, he'd whinge. Like, he literally wouldn't even jump off a couch. He'd be like, pick me up. And I'm like, no, mate. And then by the time he left us, he was able to jump off the couch. It's just like whiny lads, like, it's like, stop. I suppose I'm lucky because my aunt is like a dog trainer. It's kind of when we first got our dog. We had like a direct line to the source of good behavior, I suppose. My aunt's dogs were like genuinely one of the smartest dogs I've ever met. You could go into their house and then like within like an hour, my aunt could be like, oh, go get, you know, dead bedspread. And the dog would know like who I was and go get me. Just by like observing my face and my name. Oh shit, chat just updated really quick for me there. Yes, that's the thing I'm thinking about RPG. I'm like, what's worth premiering, you know? Maybe the Christmas collab I could premiere? That's actually a fucking great idea. It's fucking half a year in it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna premiere the Christmas collab. I need to like start watching it again because there's some stuff in that series that I've like lost. Interest is not the word. Like I've forgotten, I suppose. Lost memories. Yeah, forgotten. Good job. There's something that's been annoying me about Tempest, though, and it's like, no, you don't get badges, you get coins. And I'm like, okay, but besides being named a different thing, they're still badges, you know? And I don't really expect there's going to be like a twist where it's like, oh, the coins were useful all along. In a way where it's just like, could I have not just done this with badges, you know? It's like if Sun and Moon were like, we're doing away with gym leaders, but it's like, okay, but they're still kind of the same formula. But this is like way less. They literally may as well be gym leaders again. And they are gym lead. Yeah, it still is gym leaders. It's like, why don't you just make them badges? I will say it's my favorite out of the 3 I've seen. Like, I like how it's like going through all the characters and the Pokemon you encounter at the same time. Whereas like True Green 7 and Loxton will be like, oh, here's all the Pokemon. Now here's some gym leaders. Now here's the story. Whereas Toby's like, yeah, here it is all at once. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So if I ever do something similar, if I'm ever going to show off my region, if I ever make my region, I'll likely do it in a similar way to that. Because it's like, what's the goal, you know? What's the mission statement, I suppose, is the most important part. Whereas, like, True Green 7 especially, like, the Assault stuff seems kind of made up He was making it up as he went along. Until then he was like, okay, I'm going to make a region and a map and all that. But then there's like a lot of stuff in there that doesn't seem to be like considered for that region. And I'm not shitting on people. It's on the internet, I'm allowed to talk about it. I'm a man, I have opinions. I still liked all three of them. There was one time, and I was in... I was finishing work, and some of y'all were in the group chat on Discord. You were all giving out about Poketubers you didn't like. And I couldn't participate for so long, and then I came in and I was like, well! See, what I can forgive about those two critiques is it's not meant to be a game, and he's very clearly said this isn't a game. So I don't think kind of the level caps and stats and stuff are necessary. I can see why somebody would not be super fond of it. Are your claws blue or white? They do seem to be a shade of blue. And then with the lines all being released at the same time, it wouldn't be particularly interesting, I don't think. Like at the beginning where it's like, oh, this is the bird Pokemon, and oh, and also it's Mimichick, and you know, it looks different, and oh, here's your starter, oh, it's going to evolve into this. You know, it's because in Pokemon if you don't kind of look up the decks, you don't know what you're going to get. So I think I do like it for the fact that it kind of drip feeds us stuff. I do like this dude. I mean, it'd definitely be nice, you know, to include all that stuff. I understand why he didn't. That's what I was trying to say. So I have stuff I want to like say, but I'm like, I also want to kind of save it for a video, and I'm like, oh. But it just goes back to kind of like the game balancing and stuff, and all that information. And it kind of came from me playing Monster Hunter, actually. So tell me if this sounds familiar. You're playing Pokemon and you're like, oh, I need to do a certain thing to evolve a Pokemon, or I need a certain item. I wonder, does any Pokemon hold that? Or I wonder, is my Infernape's... For example, I have an Infernape, or I have a Monferno in Shining Pearl that has a higher special attack than regular attack. And I'm like, is that normal? So then I have to go look up Infernape's BST. Turns out it has the exact same attack as special attack. So I was like, okay, cool. All of the stuff that you fucking have to go online to look up what Pokemon can hold, what abilities they can have, all this shit, that should just be in the Pokedex. Like, maybe it should be like, oh, if you beat like 10 Magnemite, you unlock all the information on them or something. Or if you catch one, that counts as 5 being defeated or something. I think there's so much opportunity to make the Pokedex like lit, like properly lit, where like it's like, oh, I need a metal coat to evolve Onyx, where can I find that? And maybe in the Pokedex, like, you can look up items as well, you know, and then it says like, oh, Magnemite has a 5% chance of holding one in the wild. So then you're like, okay, let me go find Magnemite. And it keeps it all in game, because I think that's the most important thing when you're making a game, is to like keep the player in the game, to not break immersion. It's like, oh, I have to go on my fucking computer now, or my phone, and look up Bulbapedia and see, like, where can I find this item. I think it should just be in the game. You have a Pokedex. A Pokemon encyclopedia. Like, it's in the game already. Yeah, so that's my... that's my contribution to what they could do to Pokemon. To improve it a little bit. Make the Pokedex lit as hell. I also want them to do... So, obviously we have the national Pokedex and then the regional Pokedex for each region. So, I think they should do a Pokedex called... And I don't know what they call it. Let's say, for instance now, it's like the chronological dex or something. So it'd obviously be like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. I'm going to do this in order until it changes. Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna. Did I say that right? Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Rattata, Raticate, Spearow, Fearow, Ekans, Arbok. And then, when it gets to Pikachu, it would actually be Pichu, Pikachu, Raichu. And then, you know, when it gets to Zubat, it'll go Zubat, Golbat, Crobat. So what it does is it puts kind of every evolutionary family together. Because I think, especially with new players, and the fact that Gen 4, when all this, most of the new evolutions came out, is like 15 years old. What the fucking year is it? Gen 4 is old, you know, so it's like... It'd be really confusing, I think, for new players who didn't grow up with it to be like, okay, why is, like, Chimecho number 300 and then Chingling is, like, number 402, you know? It's like... I think they should just have a Pokedex where everything, all the evolutionary families are grouped together. Like, it's weird. Obviously, you can still keep the national Pokedex. Just add another mode where they're all listed differently. Because it's only a list. It wouldn't actually take that much to... I don't think it would take up that many resources to implement. You're just showing things in a different order. Anyway. Is this the Poke Rap? Maybe. I may or may not be writing a Poke Rap parody. Very slowly. Let's see. Semifinals. Where's the semifinals? Semifinals is the name of the folder I'm using for all of the sketches, in case anybody's like, why does he keep saying semifinals? Oh my goodness. Are we ready? Are we ready to see the pack? Okay. I think Skygo's needs to go down a bit. Wowee. Look at all them chickens. Okay. If I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16? Is it 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. Oh shit, it's 16. and a half. We are over halfway. Wait, no, 16 and a half is halfway. Okay, we are halfway. Maths does not work today. I suppose we should probably finish the man. The big fella. For Spec to Chill, I believe I was using a line thickness of 5. Where's my pen? The gang is not almost here. Hey, imagine. What's going on? I'm pretty good. I'm approaching 3 hours. Okay, it's... Oh god. Okay, it's later than I thought it was. It is 11 PM, pretty much. It's almost tomorrow. You're in the future. That's how time works. I still don't know why Spain is in a different time zone to Ireland, like... On a latitude, we're like in the same place. Good night, Imagine. Then I always go back to this one, but places like Hyderabad in India are like 4.5 hours. They're like on a half an hour scale. So if it's 11 now, it'll be like 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, why is there a half? This is so complicated. I had a thought kind of over the week, and I was like, okay, if you're a trucker in America and you have to drive from let's say New York State to Washington State. Let's say you have a really fast truck and there's no traffic. I suppose it would be the same with flying, technically, but it's like you're... I don't know why I made it a truck specifically. But if you're traveling, like, from New York to Washington, it's like... The flight takes... I don't know how long the flight even takes. But you're going back 4 time zones. And let's say the flight is like 4 hours. So then it's like... You arrive at the time you left. You know? Sort of. I don't know, it's weird when you kind of get into it. Or if you're like flying the opposite direction. I could be mixing these up, but I really need to sneeze. Because I've been needing to sneeze for like 2 minutes. And it's coming. And it's going to be really nasty. I'm thinking of purple elephants, it's not working. So it's like if you are in Washington and you fly to New York. And let's say like you get on the... Let's say you get on the plane at like midday. It's a 4-hour flight, but then when you get off the plane it's 8 PM. You're like, day's gone, like. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I have it backwards. The Earth rotates the opposite way. I've done enough international flights to realize that the sun does rise in the east. Is this playing the same music over and over? No, it's not. Okay. Thought it might have been. I don't like how the stream shows me like a graph of how many people are watching. It's like I don't care how many people are watching. I just care about the people that are watching, you know? It's like, stop trying to turn everybody into numbers, YouTube. And then delete the numbers that count the most. Haha, dislike, woohoo, topical, haha, woohoo. Okay, if I did a premiere of the Ice Type collab, would it be a dick move to upload it on Christmas Day? I don't know if it'll be ready for Christmas Day, but... I'm just spitballing here. Oh, Spectachiller, you're nearly done, my man. Okay, I need something exciting. It's one we haven't done in a while. Can I get the full playlist soundtrack? Thank you. Nice, yeah, good one. It's been a while since I listened to this. So it's definitely been like 2 weeks. If you own a PS5 and have not played Astro's Playroom, you are missing out. think I don't want any. Those patches to be on the purple bit. Okay, I think that's ready to go. So let me get up the original Spectacle image again and I'll kind of see the colors properly. So I have another folder called references. And I think I brought everything in order. Though I've known to be wrong. I have been known to be wrong. I suppose is what I was trying to say there. Look, here's Photoshop. There it is. For all you kids interested at home, all the layers I had to work with. Okay. Oh boy. God. I think 3 hours is like my stream limit. I think if it's in the middle of the day, I'd likely be able to do better. Oh my goodness. Okay, there was an attempt. There was an attempt. If you know, you know. Where is Spectacle? I swear to God. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now they look at the head is kind of purpley as well. Oh, you big idiot. Where did I leave a gap? I was so careful this time. Make that a bit more blue. Alright. Very well then. Let's triple save the image again. No, actually, I'll do it now. Festively Freezing Collab 2. Want to save? Yes. Save. Festively Freezing Collab 1. Yes, yes, yes. Nice. I'm actually listening to the lyrics of this for the first time and it's fucking hysterical. Okay, we missed some lions, boys. This looks like a face. Let's see. Spectacle. Okay. The gloves off. Let me like arrange all my colors and stuff. Here are all the boys. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I think over here readability is getting a bit weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab you, pull you back a bit, and then we're gonna get you. Can I flip a folder? Yes, I can. I think that works a bit better. Let's try it this way. Kind of give everybody room to breathe, you know? Oh my god. Fucking hell, guys. It's real, it exists. Oh boy, okay. I'm gonna just color everything by layer, because I think that that's where I'm getting the most trouble. So if I go like red, orange, and yellow. Oh my god, okay. That's half of them. How can the other half fit into the other side of the page? It seems wrong, but it's right. Okay, that's me done. It's currently 20 past 11. I work at 8 AM, so I'm gonna turn this off. Save it 3 times, and yeah, I'm gonna finish up. Are you saved, buddy? Yep, okay. Can I save you again, please? Festively Freezing Collab 2. And Festively Freezing Collab Backup. Thank you everybody for joining me. This obviously isn't an easy process, but you know, the more of it I get done, the more excited I get to see it finished. It's definitely something now. Not that it wasn't something last time, but like, you just forget about the left hand side. That could almost be an image in itself, you know. So yeah. I've been DeadBedInstead. Doing DeadBedInstead. Hope you all have a good day. And that this stream was enjoyable for you for 3 hours. Jesus Christ. And I'll see you all tomorrow probably. Because I really want to get this done. Yeah. All the best.